The Samsung Galaxy S21 smartphones were unveiled much earlier than anticipated last week, and we've got the Malaysian pricing of the new devices too. But unlike other markets where the starting price of the S21 series is actually lower than the S20, we see the opposite here in Malaysia. In fact, local prices of the S21 smartphones are up across the board. So that brings us to the question, is the Galaxy S21 series too expensive in our market? Well, the answer to that question is actually not very straightforward. While they are priced higher than their predecessors, the S21 phones are not exactly more expensive now. We'll break it down in this video. First, let's take the standard Galaxy S20 as a point of comparison. When it was launched in Malaysia last year, it retailed at 3,599 ringgit. The Galaxy S21, on the other hand, cost 3,699 ringgit. That's a 100 ringgit price difference. However, keep in mind that the S20 only had 128 GB of storage, while the S21 features twice the amount at 256 GB, with the same amount of RAM, of course. Essentially, you are paying 100 ringgit to get more storage space, as well as a slew of other upgrades with the Galaxy S21. Not a bad deal at all. It's a similar scenario with the Galaxy S21 Plus, though there is a bigger price gap. It offers 256 GB of storage for 4,299 ringgit, while its predecessor, the Galaxy S21 Plus, came with 128 GB of storage for 3,999 ringgit, a 300 ringgit price difference. As for the range-topping Galaxy S21 Ultra, same story here. The S20 Ultra only had 120 GB of storage for 4,999 ringgit at launch last year, but the S21 Ultra has 256 GB of storage with the same amount of RAM at 12 GB for 5,299 ringgit. You're paying the extra 300 ringgit not just for the larger storage capacity, of course, but also for a more polished and capable flagship smartphone. Say you need even more storage space, then here is the S21 Ultra with 512 GB of storage and a whopping 16 GB RAM for 5,899 ringgit. Without a doubt, this is a steep price tag, but compared to, say, the iPhone 12 Pro Max with 512 GB of storage, which costs an eye-watering 6,699 ringgit, the S21 Ultra does offer better value for money. So then, is the Samsung Galaxy S21 series more expensive in Malaysia compared to other markets? Well, yes and no. The thing is, Samsung Malaysia is not bringing in more affordable variants of the S21 smartphones with less storage capacities, which in turn drives up the prices of the devices. If the Korean company had brought in the base 128 GB models of these phones, it's entirely possible the prices of the S21 series could be lower like other markets. Will more Galaxy S21 variants be introduced in the near future? Well, perhaps, though we do expect the retail prices of these phones to steadily drop in the coming months. This was the case with Samsung's previous flagship smartphones, and in the current economic uncertainty brought on by a pandemic, it is not far-fetched to assume the same will happen to the Galaxy S21 smartphones. And that is it for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and always stay tuned for more good stuff to come here next week.